A very good morning to all of you. 7B, welcome to the physics class, children. In the last class, we discussed about the adaptations that are found in a camel. Or basically, we discussed about the adaptations of the desert animal. But in that, in detail, we talked about it. Fine? Now, children, you can put your cameras up so that you are properly able to see me and you are able to see the board also. Please put your cameras off. Christina, put your camera off, beta. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about the adaptations of the animals living in the tropical rainforest. Okay. Now here, Christina, please put your camera off.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Now here, children, we are going to talk about. I hope you are able to see the board clearly, all of you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Now we are going to talk about a forest. Yes, here there is a lot of rainfall. The temperature is very high. That is 15 to 40 degrees, which remains quite high. And the days and the night, the duration of the day and the night, they are same. Now, in a forest, since it is a densely populated forest, all the species of animals, different species, not all, but different species of animals, variety of species of animals, variety of plants, variety of shrubs, herbs, trees, climbers, they all are found in this rainforest. And that is why we say that this rainforest is a place where so many animals, birds, insects, reptiles, mammals, they all are found together. It's a place which is crowded with a variety of animals. Now, here we are going to study about each and every animal and the speciality of that animal that has made itself to survive in that temperature, to survive in that. See, it's not that there are challenges when an animal or a plant has to live in this area. So what are the challenges and how do these animals they meet up? The first challenge, when I told you that variety, big variety of the fauna. Fauna means we're talking about animals. So big variety of fauna is found. That means so many animals are living. When so many animals are living, what is going to happen? The first problem which is going to arise is the competition. Yes, then of course, animals they will be feeding on the other animals and there will be some other ones which will be feeding on them. So all the animals they have to be very good runners. They have to run to save their life and the other ones who are the predators, they have to run to catch the prey. This we have already learned when we talked about this in class 6. So we'll be talking about these animals in detail and about some of the very specific characters that are specific to them. So just open your books and come to page number 87. Here, the first one, please underline first line under the first paragraph, children. Tropical rainforest climate is also known as equatorial climate. First thing, please underline this. Then come to the second paragraph. Here you have the region receives very heavy rainfall, as I just told you, and the temperature is high. That is 15 to 40 degrees Celsius. Please underline that. You should know this. Since it is all given in a paragraph form, so you will not get confused. That is why I am telling you to remember main points. Then come to the next one. Now here you see the insects. If we talk about the insects, wide variety of the insects like butterflies. Yes, then you have beetles, spiders, ticks, worms. They all are present there. Then if we talk about the reptile, now here from here a question can be framed that to which group, like you know that there are reptiles, mammals. So which group this particular animal belong to? So like the first one, like butterflies, beetles, spiders, ticks and worms. They are all insects. Then birds. We have parrots and toucans, colorful bird. So they are also found here. These are the birds. Then amphibians, if you talk about the ones that can live on land and in water, frogs and toads are found. And if you talk about the mammals, sloth, which is considered as the slowest animal. Now,
इंग्लिश मैम की नहीं है.
see, this is very important for you to know that when you join the class,
अच्छा
you
आपको
should
पता नहीं
that if already the class is going on, you should mute your speaker. You create disturbance while the class is going on. It's already a very small class of 20 minutes. I cannot waste time like that. Please make sure of you, when you join, if you are late in joining, please mute the speaker and then join. Now just see. Now we are going to talk about the competition. The competition means which competition? Like you people have competition. The same way, when there is a wide variety, a wide range of the animals, then of course there will be a competition for food. Yes, everybody wants food. All the herbivores want to eat grass. All the carnivores want to eat the animals. So there is a tough competition, and that is why hunting, catching the prey, that is very important. For this, they have to compete the others. आपने डिस्कवरी में देखा होगा, दो लोग एक ही को चेस कर रहे हैं, so that they can eat that animal. So this is the competition. For shelter also the competition is there. Not only for in case of animals, in case of plants also. Yes, like you see, it is covered with big trees. And when the trees leave, all of you please listen carefully, this is important. When the trees leave, they are going to fall. They are going to mix with the soil. They make the soil fertile. When the soil is fertile, it will let or it will promote the growth of the plants. More plants, more availability of food for. When there are more plants, that is more availability of food for which group of animals? Anyone in the class? कौन से अगर प्लांट ग्रो कर रहे हैं तो किसका फूड है? Which animals?
मैम herbivores.
Yes.
मैम herbivores.
Herbivores. And when there are more herbivores, then whose food is getting ready?
मैम
Carnivores.
carnivores.
Yes. So that is why we see. Yes. So that is
मैम
why we see
carnivores.
that availability of food is there. But then sometimes it is a problem. Like now, since the soil is rich in nutrients, now it will let many plants to grow. But at the same time, if it is all covered, पूरे में shade है, sunlight is not there, then it is difficult for the one, for like if 10 plants are about to grow, the one that is able to survive will be surviving, but the rest will die. So there is a tough competition for plants also. Fine. Then again, for the, if you talk like there is a heavy rainfall, so availability of water is always there. Yes, so these points are good, but still on the other hand we find some of the points because of which there is a competition between the animals and the plants for their growth. Next, we talk about the animals one by one. The first one, that is the red-eyed frog. Now all of you just look into the book on page number 87. Can you see the red-eyed frog? What is the
Yes,
speciality? Yes, the eyes are bulged and they are appearing red in color. So if the picture is given, will you be able to identify the animal?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And now, yes, now it differs from the general frog. Why? Because here you see, can you see it? It is holding the branch of the tree. Yes. So you see why? How is it possible? Because it has sticky pads. Sticky pads means, just see sticky pads on the feet. Pharaoh made sticky structure, sticky pad-like structures there, and with this it is able to hold the stick or hold the branch of the tree, and it can climb up. So it is different from the frogs that we generally see. Okay. Now, next to help them on trees, monkeys, long, now you know, see, tails in monkeys. It is not like that. It is not useless. It is a balancing organ. You must have seen. बंदर जब पेड़ पे चढ़ते रहते हैं, कितनी जल्दी जल्दी चढ़ जाते हैं. And if we have to climb, लोग एकदम देख देख के और बहुत ऊपर नहीं जा सकते. But if you see monkey, it can even go to the top. Because they are very good in climbing. Why? Because the tail which is present, it helps in balancing. So when they are climbing up, even if they bend here and there, the tail is there to make the balance. Like you must have seen sometimes that khel tamasha wala. You must have seen the children. The child is there and the child holds a stick in the hand, or a bamboo in the hand, and the child walks like this, slowly on the rope. The child is balancing. The same way, here the animal, this monkey, it is very good in balancing and it can climb up to the top of the trees also. So this is now, these are the adaptations that we are talking about. Okay, like the sticky pad in case of frog, red-eyed frog, and the tail in case of the monkeys. Then next, third one, we talk about the birds. The birds, they live on the trees and they can live on tall trees. So that is why the fruits that are there on the trees, they can live there and they can have sufficient fruit from them. So that is about the birds. Then jaguars, they live on the floor, but at certain times their monkeys, etc., they are found on the trees. So they can live on the trees. And they do not want to come down because they get sufficient food there and they can sleep on the branches. So that is why. Then the lion-tailed macaw, which is also called the bear ape. Please underline this. Lion-tailed macaw, which is also called bearded ape. It can be asked, what is the other word? Bearded ape, which is also called bearded ape. Please underline this. It is a very good climber and it can climb very quickly, and there only by feeding on the fruits of the trees on which it is living, it can survive. So very rarely they come to the ground. So this is important. Again, underline this. The last line of the paragraph, it rarely comes down to the ground. So if this is asked, you know about the animal that we are talking. Come on, which animal we are talking about? If I say rarely comes down,
lion-tailed
yes,
macaw.
lion-tailed macaw, or we also call it as bearded ape. Next, as you know, as I just told you, that it is a place where variety of animals are seen. So it's the same way we see a lot of insects also. Variety of insects are present throughout the forest, and that is quite obvious. If you on Discoveries and on National Geographic, if you've seen the actual picture, the actual video, you've seen that these are common everywhere. Yes, even in the movie, if you've seen the movie that Mowgli, there also so many insects. The butterflies look so beautiful. Then next we talk about, children, the next point. Now underline the colorful bird toucan. The colorful bird toucan. Now how this is adapted to live. Just see, they can get the food from the branches, like the fruits that are present on the branches, and they have large beaks. Underline this point. Large beak, as you can see in the picture also. Lion-tailed macaw, can you see? Can you see the picture of lion-tailed macaw? It is given on page number 88, which is also called bearded ape. You see all beards here. So bearded ape. Then you can see the sloth, which is the slowest, considered as slowest animal. Then on page number 87, you see the beak. It is a beautifully colored bird, and since it has a long beak, yes. Now just please underline, toucans are brightly colored in orange and black and can grow up to 8 inches in length. Please underline this. Their feet are strong. Underline this. Then leave one line and come. Their tongues are almost feather-like and can grow up to 6 inches long. So this is how it can put its beak and take the nutrition with the help of that. With the help of its tongue. Tongue is so long, almost 6 inches. Please underline these points. These points are important. Done, children? Please give me a reaction so that I proceed. Okay, fine. Now, next is, as I told you that now predators and prey, they both have to be very, very quick. As I told you in class 6 also, that predators, they have to feed on the prey, and prey, they have to run for their life. So both have to be very quick they have to be very alert. अगर शेर आ रहा है तो हिरन को पता चल जाता है, and it starts running. So their senses are very strong, they are very alert, and they are very good runners as they have to live there. They have to survive, so they have to run so as to be protected from the predators, and the predators have to run. What is the reason? For their running, they have to be very good runners because they have to catch the prey. Otherwise, how will they survive without the food that is their food? Okay, so this is another thing. Please underline: quick, powerful, smart, and sneaky. Underline this. Now we come to the last point. Now this point is about camouflage. We have already discussed this, but again here camouflage plays a very important role. Why? Because this is the ability to mix with the surroundings. Yes, this is the ability to mix with the surrounding, and here you see so many animals. They have different color of their skin, of their feathers. If we talk about the birds, and this is how they particularly prefer to live in a place where they can merge with their surrounding. Like most of the birds, they are brown green in color, yellow in color, that mix with the color of the tree and flowers. Then if you talk about the monkeys and other animals, their body color is like it gets mixed with the color of the branches, color of the stem. So they hide like that. Then if you talk about the other animals, they mix with the rocks which are present, the grasses which are present, the trees which are present. So they hide in them, they merge themselves with the color of their surrounding, and this is how they save themselves from the predators. I hope this is clear. So camouflage is very important. It plays an important role for the animals living in the tropical rainforest. Any problem?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Shall we proceed?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we talk about, see, we have talked about some of the animals and points. Now we are going to talk about the elephants. Now, elephants, children, as you know, the body is very big. Yes, and in elephant also certain features are found, certain adaptive features are found, and these adaptive features let the animal live. Now see, it's a very big animal. Even if it wants, it cannot hide itself. Yes, but there, and it's not only about hiding, about the survival, about getting food, about getting water, and then of course, if the body is so big, then there is a problem with these animals. Like you know, many of the dinosaurs, they got extinct, and one of the reasons for extinction was their shape, their big bodies. Yes, when they moved, it created problem. Many of the time, they got entangled in between the trees and other places. They could not move out. Yes, and that is how they died. So that was one of the reasons. So what I want to tell you is that when the body of animal is a little big, it becomes a little difficult. Though they are like when the other animals, they do not dare to come near to them to harm them. Of course, कोई बड़ा दिखता है तो उसके पास हम जाने की हिम्मत नहीं करते. But still, for the survival, the other important ways in which the animals survive, it becomes a little difficult. So there are different adaptive measures that elephants have taken, and these measures, these adaptive features, they help the elephant to survive well in the forest. Okay, so we'll be talking about elephants and tigers in detail in the next class, and then only we'll be talking about the exercises also. So this is how, children, we have come to the end of today's class. Till we meet again, take care of yourselves and do not forget to revise. That is your homework. Bye bye, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.